Welcome to this session. In this session today we are going to discuss about how to perform insert, update, delete operations using JDBC API on MySQL server. So first go and create a one database to perform these operations. So open MySQL and we select one schema, that is company. There we only have these two tables. Let today create two more tables. So select here a query window and we write one create table query to create table. Let's say today we create a one table to store some vehicle details. So create table vehicle and there we write vehicle ID, vehicle name, then color, then we store fuel capacity, and then we store average speed. Okay, now this is table. Click run to execute the query. We refresh the schema to recheck is the table there created or not. So you can see vehicle table is there, and now in Eclipse we create a one project. Here we name that project as CRUD operations. Okay, now the first step to perform transaction on database is here you create a one folder library, and in that keep a one MySQL connector jar file. I copy that jar file from a folder. So here is a jar file, so that I copy to libs directory. Next step is open the properties of your project. Use Alt Enter as a shortcut button to go for properties, and then from library click on class path, add jars option, and I select the jar file. Click apply and close the window. Next step, here you create a one class. The class name I give database configuration, and the package I provide database as a package name, and define a function to make database connection. In early project we already discussed how to perform database connection. So from there I copy the database connection part. So this is code. Like this you can perform database connection. The schema name, just cross check, are you connected to this schema or other one. So this is I am using, and username password is also correct. Even the database URL is also correct, data source com.mysql.jdbc.driver. Okay, now here we create a one more class, that is main class. In package com.application. So this is my main class. Next part, create another class to add the data for vehicle. So it is a vehicle class. I keep it inside com.data access as a package name. And in vehicle class we create some variables like integer vehicle ID, string vehicle name, string color, then is float fuel capacity, average speed, create constructor to add data. Like this we add data to vehicle, and then to save the database we write here a function public void save vehicle data, like this. And to save this data to database we need to write here some steps. So the first step is create connection, second step write query, third step create statement interface object, fourth step execute query. So we have these 4 steps. Now first see how to create database connection. We create here one more connection type object, that is connection. Okay, need to import it from SQL package, and when constructor get called, here we write public vehicle as a default constructor. When constructor get called we write database configuration dot connect MySQL. So this returns database configuration is a one class we created inside a package com.database, and this connect MySQL function is a static function, so without any object we can call, and this function returns throws exception, class not found and SQL exception. Okay, now here we call this constructor, so that means the second constructor calls first constructor and it creates object of connection. Now this function is also going to throw the exception. Okay, because if we call a function who throws exception, then the function need to handle exceptions thrown by any function. So like this we handle. Now connection is ready, we need to create connection that we handled using constructor part. Now write a query, so that we need to create a variable query. Query is equal to, what is the query? So the query should be like this: insert into vehicle, and the variables are vehicle ID, name, color, fuel capacity, average speed. Then write values, and in values you need to pass total 5 parameters. Okay, like this. And the second parameter is a varchar parameter, so it should be single quote, and the last 2 they are decimal. So this is insert into, I copy this line and we keep it inside this statement. Now this question mark should be vehicle ID, this question mark should be vehicle name, color, fuel capacity and average speed. But they are variables, and to make it variable we need to complete the string here, and like this we concat with another string. Okay, so like this we need to write a code. Here also we complete the double quotes and make it variable. Same thing we do for here also. Even for color also we need to write the same. Here we need to care about the opening and closing double quotes properly. If we not write proper sequence of double quotes, so it may raise an error. For average speed also we do the same. And see, the query is done. Okay, so all the variables we just separated from the string like this, and this is my complete string. Okay, so the query is ready. The next step, create statement object. Statement is an interface in JDBC API to perform insert, update, delete operations. So statement object is interface, so that's why we cannot create object of statement, but using connection create statement function we invoke the statement interface and import from SQL package. Now this statement also throws exception, so that you can add as a throws declaration, that is SQL exception. Now execute the statement. How to execute? Statement dot execute query is a function. Need to pass query, so we like this pass query. So 3 steps only. First, create this connection, already done with the constructors. Next you write the query, next write statement, next execute the query. Okay, so they are the functions to perform save operation. Now similarly we need to perform the update operation. So now how to update? To update we write here, instead save we write update vehicle data, and to update this query we need to change. Now how to write update? Update vehicle, set vehicle name is equal to something vehicle name, comma color is equal to something color, comma fuel capacity is equal to fuel capacity, average speed is equal to average speed, and also need to write where clause, where vehicle ID is equal to vehicle ID. So the same we write it in update query. Replace these all string with the variables. So set vehicle name as vehicle name, color as color, fuel capacity as fuel capacity, average speed as average speed, where vehicle ID matching to vehicle ID. Okay, so this also again keep separate the variables like this. We separate the variables. Color we make color, fuel capacity is equal to fuel capacity, then average speed is equal to average speed, where vehicle ID is equal to this vehicle ID. Okay, so this is query. Now to perform update operation you have to write the same statement object and execute the query. So the 2 functions are complete. Now we do the same for delete vehicle data. Same, create the connection, write query. Now the query it should be only delete from vehicle, where vehicle ID is equal to vehicle ID. So this we write for delete function like this, delete from vehicle where vehicle ID is equal to vehicle ID. Okay, so where is vehicle ID? We need to call a function and just we need to write vehicle ID. Okay, so execute query again. So the 3 functions are ready. Now I want to perform the operations. So in main class first we write a code to create object of vehicle. Vehicle object name is v1 is equal to new vehicle. and now we pass some constructor parameters. So the constructor parameters are 101 as a vehicle ID, vehicle name we pass Ferrari, then is color, and then fuel capacity, and then average speed. So this is my record. Okay, so we are calling constructor and constructor throws exception. To handle this exception, we write try catch. Instead of writing throws, we can write try catch. And which exception the function is going to throw, that we handle. We can handle here class not found exception ex, even it throws SQL exception. Okay, SQL exception ex, so that we handle class not found exception and SQL exception. So need to import the SQL exception and class not found exception. So as a just to know the exception, we write the toString of exception object, and that's it. Now to save this data, we need to write v1 dot save vehicle data. So this statement is going to save vehicle data. Okay, and click run. See, SQL exception cannot issue data manipulation statement with execute query. Okay, so this execute query is actually a wrong function. We need to update that. It's not execute query, it is execute. That's it. The function name is a execute. Write only execute. Execute query is for read database, read data from database. Now if we run the code, still it is saying for execute query. Maybe I forgot to save the record, so press Ctrl S. Now let me check. Something wrong. Okay, so for save we need to update, even for delete also, everywhere we need to write the same. Now it will work. That's it. Because in console we don't have any system or println, but in database we need to check. So in database, refresh the schema and click on show table data. You can see a data is inserted. Okay, so like this we can insert data to database. I want to update the database, so you can update, and to perform update operation we need to make some changes here, right? If we write this is 101 same, but the car name I want Ford, color I want white, and this data remains same. Instead of save, we write update vehicle data. Okay, the same object, update vehicle data. Using this 101, I am going to change some data value. Now right click, run as Java application. Okay, here we can't see any output, but in MySQL we refresh the table. You can see it is actually Ferrari, but if I refresh, it says Ford and white. Okay, so working fine. The last one we check, delete vehicle data. Vehicle data, it only needs the 101 as a ID. Call function, and here it says you have an error in SQL syntax. So something query is wrong. Vehicle ID is equal to 101 at line number 1. Okay, so SQL query is wrong. For delete from vehicle, where 2 times where, it's wrong. Only we need to write once where. Now run the code and see there is no error, but here we see what happens. Yes, the record gone. Now like this you can perform some CRUD operations. Another way to perform the CRUD operations we see using another here application. So I create a one more project, Java project, and then here we write a project name as example 4, again same CRUD operations. Same, we create a one folder to add the library for MySQL, and in that we paste MySQL jar file. Then open properties, go for libraries, add the jar file. After that here you create a one package, a class to configure database, com.database. We copy the code from one of project exist. So this function I copy and we write it in database configuration. Okay, the name we keep same. Still I am going to save the vehicle data, but another way I'll show you how to do the same. We create here another class called vehicle, and this is package I create data access. Okay, and then we click finish. One class I created, right? So from previous project we copy the variable declaration part, this only. Okay, now till this okay, everything is okay. Now how to save the data? I click close, this also I close. Now this is my project 4th. We create here one class, that is main application, and this I keep inside app. Here we first create a connection. The class is going to create here a connection, right? So instead that we create connection using a main class instead of this one. Okay, so I don't need a connection object in a class, so I just remove. This is only a class, and now need not to throw exceptions. That is simple a class, but here we write set and get methods. So we have some set and get methods. This is set method, also we write get methods. Okay, now we close this file, and then here we write a one menu, that is one to insert, two for show, three to update, and 4 to delete, 5 to exit. We ask user to enter choice. Now user enters choice. We need scanner object. At class level we declare that object. need to import scanner, and we create one more object, that is choice. Now ask user to enter choice. Okay, here we define a switch case. Okay, some cases we create here. Case 5 is nothing but system.exit is a function to close the running application. Now when I press 1, I want to create a vehicle record. So here we declare that object vehicle v as an object. Here we write v is equal to new vehicle. Okay, now this is a vehicle class object, import from the package data access, and ask user to enter some details of vehicle. How to ask? To ask that details, we write here create record, this function, and this function we pass object vehicle. Okay, so using this object we create a record. This is empty object actually. So now here we write create record as a function. It accepts vehicle class object. This we write static void create object, and now ask user to enter some details of vehicle. So what we ask? Here we ask enter vehicle ID. And how to set vehicle ID? You can set vehicle ID like this, v dot set vehicle ID, and here pass vehicle ID. So I just ask user to enter vehicle ID. Okay, similarly we ask user to enter name of vehicle, enter vehicle name, and we write v dot set vehicle name. Like this we ask color, and then some few records again, fuel capacity. Enter average speed. Okay, so the object is we just done with some records. Now that I want to save. Now how to save? To save this record we call a function called save record. This function is going to save vehicle object record. Okay, so we need to write this function. Here we write static void save record, and to save this record we actually write here some code to save. We need to write a string query. Okay, and also we need the connection, and to make connection what we do, actually this scanner is something wrong. It says new scanner, so this code we need to correct this scanner. See, I corrected to the spelling scanner, and now I will show you that how to save record. Okay, to save this record we need to write one function, and just we have an empty definition for save record. So this code we need to implement three things. One is write query, then create the statement object and execute it on a database. So let's start. We write here our query part. So string query is equal to write a query that to insert the all details of vehicle. So just we create a one vehicle part, and that I want to save it inside a database table. Now we need to here make some concatenations of the variables getting the data from the vehicle object, and that we need to execute it on a database. The query I copy from the previous code that we already kept ready. So from data access package vehicle class, here is you can see one query insert into vehicle. Okay, so this whole line we copy, and in main application we just here we write the query insert into vehicle, and we add vehicle id, vehicle name, color, then fuel capacity, like that average speed. All these variables now we need to access from a class vehicle. So vehicle class, I'll show you the definition. In com.application we have main class, like that in com.data access we have a one vehicle class, and there we have many different set get methods, and using that we can access the data of vehicle. So they are all private. We have get methods. Now in main application, instead of vehicle id we write a vehicle object. Now where is vehicle object? Okay, so that vehicle object we will get it from argument of save. So veh is a object of that class. Okay, so this is vehicle veh. So what we write, veh dot get vehicle id, like this, vehicle name, similarly color, similarly fuel capacity, and the last one average speed. Now these all records we made concat with the this double quote, single quote, and you also manage all these things. So query should be with the SQL format, and now you can execute this query on a database. And to execute this on a database, the same thing from vehicle class we copy. How to insert a data to database? To insert that data we need a statement object. Earlier we done that statement interface object, and that we can execute it on a database. Just we copy that and we write it in a function save record, like this. Okay, so we need a connection. Where is connection? Need to create the connection object at class level for main application. So that static type of connection object, here we write connection. Connection, you also need to get a connection from the database, and to make connection, you can here write in a main function connect a database code. Okay, so before going to ask user about choice, I can connect database. I want to connect database. So here I write connection is equal to db manager, that is database configuration dot connect mysql. So this connects database and it throws exception. I want to handle this exception using try catch block. Okay, so later we handle that exception. Let me complete the code first to save the record. Now here the create statement, it will work, and I'm calling that function from connection. Here we write add throws, it throws SQL exception, and the execute function now returns you true or false, the boolean type of function we are calling, and that I return from this function also. So what we write here, a boolean as a type, return type. Why? Because when I call save record function, I just want to test what if save record returns me true, then I can write system.println record inserted successfully. This statement I can write. Otherwise I can go for else part, and there I write system.println failed to insert record, failed to insert record. So save record is a one function. Here also it asks you to add the throws declaration, but later I want to show you how to perform exception handling for database part. Just keep as it is. Now go for same, copy this line, and you can here go for the same. Instead of creating a new vehicle, you just ask user to enter vehicle ID, enter vehicle ID to update a record. Okay, now once user asks you to enter vehicle ID, you need to check that is the data exist in database or not. If the data exists in database, then only you are going to update the record. So before going to update record, you have to call a one function. It is called search record, and user is now going to enter a one user ID. Okay, so user ID we keep inside user ID is equal to, not user ID, it is user entered vehicle ID is equal to scanner object dot next int, scanner object dot next int, and that user vehicle ID we pass to the search record. The job of search record is to check user exists in database or not. Okay, now this variable I need to declare somewhere. So here on the top I declare as of type integer user ID. Now this function I define after main class, after main function. We write here static boolean search record. This accepts a one variable integer user entered vehicle ID. How to search is this exist in database or not. Again the same, we write the string query part. So string query is equal to select vehicle ID from vehicle where vehicle ID is equal to plus vehicle ID. If user exists, then only this query is going to return you a correct vehicle ID. Otherwise, this is going to return you null. Execute this query. Using statement, you can execute this query. Statement interface object is equal to connection dot create statement. And now that statement I execute using function called execute query. This function, it accepts a query parameter, and this returns you a result set object. Okay, so now here we write a result set object. Result set r is equal to statement dot execute query. And if I want to check actually the statement execution returns row records or null, so how you can handle it? If you write r dot next, you can just write r dot next. Okay, and this r dot next returns you true. If it is true, then return what? True. That means record exists. Else you return a false. Okay, so the return type is boolean, and result set we import it from a package util. So some functions here they throws exception, but here this function is going to throw exception, but where we calling this function, it should be handled by using try catch, or again need to handle it by using JVM. Exception handling part we keep at last. I'm just going through the code lines, and this search record is going to give you true or false. If it is true, then only I want to perform here update operation. Otherwise I am going to perform else part, that is failed to update. Okay, or let's say here we write vehicle ID not correct, vehicle ID not correct. And if it is else part, then only you can write here what? Update record. And to update record you ask user some details, and that user is going to update. Okay, and now here we ask some details to user, and already we have there one create record as a function name, and that function if I call, then it is going to ask you vehicle ID, vehicle name, color, fuel capacity, average speed, everything. But instead of everything, I want to only ask user only this part: vehicle name, enter color, fuel capacity, and average. So if you want to ask user these only things, you have to copy these lines and here you paste it, or otherwise ask user everything but just ignore the part vehicle ID. So that also okay. Okay, so we call here a create record function. Directly we call a create record function, and now here we write that create record, and we need to pass one object of class object vehicle. That object name is a v. And once you create the record, means you updated the record, here you want to write a one function update record and pass there the object as well as user entered a vehicle ID. Okay, so you are telling that function update this user with these details. Okay, now update record is going to update user details. How to update record? To perform update operation, do the same. We change the function name to update record, and it also accepts user entered vehicle ID. And now we need to write a query for update operation. From vehicle class we copy this line update. So the query is for update. This is update query, and instead of vehicle ID we need to make some changes. This we write vehicle dot get vehicle name, vehicle dot get color, vehicle dot get fuel capacity, vehicle dot get average, where vehicle ID is equal to user given vehicle ID. Okay, so this update query is ready, and we execute it using a statement object, and we return from a function. Update is going to return you either true or false. Like save record, here also we do the same. If update record returns true, then what? Then write update successful. Otherwise we go for else part, and then we write failed to update a record. Okay, so case number 1 is insert, 2 is show. One thing wrong, because here we need to actually save. Okay, one is insert, 2 is show, 3 is update. So just we need to change from 2 to 3 because 2 is a show. Okay, so this part I remove. Search record, if it search, then only go for create and update the record, and otherwise show failed to update. Okay, so break. 2 is save record. Now how to handle exception? To handle the exception, this all code we keep it inside a try catch, and we are going to repeat this code until user press 5. So that also we consider, and we need to write here a loop, while loop, and this loop end after only the switch case. Okay, now this all code lines we keep inside try catch. So select all these lines, right click, go for surrounded with, and select the option try catch or try multi catch. We click try catch, so it handles the exception. And this part we just write system.println e. The same line I copy, and here we write, just to see what exceptions are thrown by system. Now code is ready, and one part remained, that is show. show records, and to show records we need to write such functions again. Okay, so the previous example and this example, if you compare, this is nothing but a one project oriented code, and previous one I just stepwise discussed with you what is JDBC API. Okay, so vehicle object, see, v is a object, and this v object we by defaultly write null to just avoid errors. And let's test the application. Here also we write a break keyword. Here also we write a break keyword. Later on see, we'll discuss that. And this also we write a break keyword. Now we just refresh this project to, it says error here, somewhere we are facing error. So this part it says error. Let me see what happened. A token is wrong, something here missing, and maybe brackets are wrong. Okay, so clean the project. Let me delete this line and we press generate just a one constructor again. Something was wrong, but so like this we write. And now in main application here also it says somewhere error. So let me check where is error. Oh, okay, so this line is saying that error, a bracket is missing. Okay, so now run, right click, run project. Now load it and press 1 to create a record. So 101 is a vehicle ID, vehicle name, let's say Ford, color is a blue, then it is asking fuel capacity is 50, average speed is 200, and failure to insert. Actually this is not failure to insert, I'll show you. Record inserted successfully, but the thing is, when we insert record, JDBC API returns you false. Okay, once you insert record, JDBC returns false. So here we need to check in a company tables, and we have some tables. Just refresh that and see the details in vehicle. The vehicle is inserted successfully. Okay, but talking to the JDBC API, when we insert, update or delete record, so successful executions it returns you false, and unsuccessful executions it returns you true. We need to make some changes, but we just complete this code. Let me check to update the record. So I press 3 and it asks you the vehicle ID to update the record. So let's say if I entered a one wrong ID, this is going actually vehicle ID not correct, vehicle ID not found. But if I press correct, like 101, and see it's working, again it is asking some ID, but let's say we just add as 101. The name I want now Ferrari, and then the color I want white, and then the fuel capacity is 40 and the speed is 230. Okay, failed to update, but in MySQL if I refresh, so updated record. Okay, you have to do only the change is, if this save record returns you false, even update returns you false, then update successful, otherwise failed to update. So like this you can continue the many programs, but maybe the headache part is concatenation of variables, right? Okay, because these are columns, they are not 2 or 3, they are total 5 columns. Maybe the project if I give, if any assignment you are going to solve, and they're asked many different columns, so that part using single quotes and the concatenation of that formatted SQL string is not a really good job to handle the queries. Instead that JDBC given two more different interfaces. With the help of that you can avoid concatenation of such fields, class fields. So they are nothing but implementation of statement interface. So they are, one is prepared statement and other one is a callable statement. So prepared statement help you to manage the setting of all the values to the SQL parameter, callable statement interface help you to call stored procedures from the database. So there are two more, but this session I just want to tell you about these things, how we fire the queries on a database. Okay, so project is now you can complete with writing two more code, that is for 4 and for 2. 2 should be access the data from database, and 4 is to delete the database. So write your function like save and update and complete this project. Thanks.